Hello world, my name is William Barnes, and for this video, the topic and the title for this video is risks that potential clients think about, and in parentheses, B2B sales. This video is going to be uploaded on YouTube and Instagram. There will be additional information in the description of the video on YouTube and also in the comment section on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm going to mention certain things about my YouTube channel. If those on the Instagram side want to come over to YouTube and review the additional information on the YouTube side. Alright, so let me get right into the topic. So for the risks that I'm talking about is in the business to business world, as working as a sales professional, the professional needs to keep in mind about some of the common risks that potential clients are thinking as you're going through your sales cycle, and hopefully it syncs up with their purchasing cycle. So let me get right into it. So for the 9 risks that the potential client think about before they decide to acquire or gain access to the product or service that your organization provides. And the first one is on-time delivery. The potential client doesn't want to have any issues with the disruption of the business. The second one is installation or implementation issues or hassles with such work or step that has to be done to make a smooth transition. The next thing is training, where there be any issues with the organization learning after they decide to do business with your organization. And I'm going to be using a software, maybe software as a service, or SaaS for short, as the example here. So after the training, there could be some issues, some technical issues that the client will have to deal with. Will they be able to get technical support, or reliable technical support? That's something to think about. The next thing is resistance to change within the client's organization. There could be a situation where the client has a committee that gets together to decide whether or not they want to proceed forward to develop a business relationship with your organization. Even if the committee decides that it is best for them to work with your organization, they still have to take into consideration the resistance for change with people or from people within the organization who like the current software tool, for example, that they are using. So please keep that in mind. The next thing is the market share that competitors have with the industry that your organization wants to work in or work within. If those competitors are really strong in certain areas that the clients within the market like, that could impact how they view your organization. So they're going to be doing comparisons and contrasting your organization versus your own competitors, and they probably already started talking with them as they evaluate all the different options that they have. The next thing is the existing relationship that your client already has with the competitor or one of your competitors. If they've been working together for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatnot, and the relationship is solid, the potential client may have certain things within the relationship that they wish was better, but are those things enough of an issue to where they want to change and go into a different direction? That's something, these are things that would need to be thought about from the sales professional end. The next thing would be unfamiliarity with the software tool that your organization can provide. A lot of people, or it's just human nature, let me say, for us to think about what could go wrong as we venture into the unknown. So your potential clients, they're human just like the rest of us. So that's going to be a concern that they're thinking about as you're trying to establish the relationship with their organization or members of their organization. The last thing is the negative impact of a wrong decision by the organization if they decide to do business with your organization. Imagine if you're talking to one of the client organization's representatives and they are anticipating or hoping for a promotion maybe within 3 months, 6 months, etc. If that organization decides to do business with your organization and things do not work as well as they had hoped they would work out, then that could impact their careers. So that's definitely something to think about as a professional as well as you're building a relationship. And I would like to say, when it comes to thinking about the risks that potential clients are thinking about, a good book to read would be Major Account Sales Strategy by Neil Rackham. It is the follow-up to his book, Spin Selling. I would recommend reading the Spin Selling first, then reading the Major Account Sales Strategy so that the Major Account Sales Strategy book would make sense. All right. So even with all of these risks, it's not going to necessarily mean the end of the world for your organization as a sales professional. What would need to be done is to build a rapport within the relationship early on, ask probing questions, learn about the responsibilities of the different members of the organization that you're speaking with. And by doing all these things, it'll help you to gain the proper context so that you're able to help the clients or client overcome their own concerns about the risks in working with your organization. Notice how I said help, because you can't make them overcome their concerns. They are their own person, they have their own mind, so you have to respect that and not try to pressure them into doing something that they feel is going to work against their favor. And to end everything, I have some additional information. For my email address, it is wgbarnes101@gmail.com. And for my social media, whether I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram, I use the hashtag WGBTalk, my initials followed by talk, hashtag WGBTalk. And for those who are watching on YouTube, the links to my LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram profiles are in the description of the video. And for those who are watching on Instagram, I'm going to provide some comments in the comment section of the video so that those who are watching on the Instagram side could come over to the YouTube side to check out additional information about this topic from the video if you choose to. And before I go, I would like to say that I hope that everybody just continues to stay productive, take care, and thank you for your time.